My job was not to get money from the people. My job as a minister was to get money to the people.
For the last 50 years, Brother John Avanzini has been bringing the revelation of biblical economics around the globe.
But prosperity has to do with what has you.
He has written over 50 books, helping people to understand and apply principles of kingdom wealth in their finances.
From the very beginning, the first thing he puts is this seed. Everything duplicates. Everything duplicates. A harvest never occurs without a man involved. There are no natural harvests.
Wow.
When I walked into that room and heard the preaching and saw the move of the Holy Ghost, I realized that I did not have that. And so it drove me to my knees in my room, just drove, man, I say drove me almost bluntly into the floor when I walked in the door, and just, God, I must have what these men have. I saw a light coming, and all of a sudden the voice of God spoke to me out of that light and said, I'm going to give you a message to the world on my plan for their finances. Because every time you put your money in that plate, you've laid down part of your life, because you had to give your life to get that money. I mean, the money is such a spiritual thing. Money was pouring out of the balconies. People were just, they went insane with the giving. So immediately my spirit dropped, and I just thought, what's going to happen to these people? Maybe I've overdone this thing. And the next morning when I got up, I was really wanting to get that morning done and get on my way home. They just started coming with stories of how God had met their need. And he's telling me, he said, I gave everything I had, and promised everything I had at home. I told God I needed proper transportation. He said, I don't know why I'm doing this, but I'm giving you this car. This car is yours, Joseph. People's faith decide how long something's going to take. Wow. Unbelievable, the most explosive growth for that period of time in any church in America. I didn't have an off day. I was taken from one city to the next city to the next country, sometimes 3 times a day, preaching this message across that nation. Later on, I found out I knew most of the verses, but they had been given other meanings. I didn't used to say this, but I'm old enough now that nobody can cause me any problem over it.
Welcome to Discussions with Brother John.